Hello, everybody. It is me. Did you miss me? 'Cause I missed you. And I hope y'all had a good Christmas. And I'm going to get to something at the end that is pretty important to me. It's nothing hugely personal. It has to do with all of us. So let's get into it about your noon games. So first off, Giants, Eagles. Giants 4-10, Eagles 7-7. Philly had 214.4 rushing yards per game in week 8. That was the most in the NFL. That's amazing. I'm going to keep this short and sweet, so I'm going to go Eagles by 7. So I don't think the Giants have Daniel Jones. As far as last time I saw, he was out. I have no idea who their backup is. Moving on, we have Rams, Vikings. Minnesota has won the 5 of the last 6 versus LA. There's no Dalvin Cook. And your beloved Kirk Cousins has a cracked rib. Now, I don't think Kellen Mond is playing. They would have already had that reported by now. I didn't see any reports of that. Cousins is probably going to play because of pride. I'm kind of hoping someone steps on that rib. I'm not talking like being carted off or anything. Just out for the rest of the season. I'm done. I'm just done with Kirk Cousins. So Adam Thielen is playing in this game. Now, my whole strategy, and I've been saying this to every team that has played the Vikings, is the only people you need to bottle up are Dalvin Cook, who is not playing. I think his backup's pretty good, though. Get on Adam Thielen and Justin Jefferson and Tyler Conklin. Is it Taylor or Tyler? I can't remember. I think it's Tyler Conklin. You block those 3 guys. You just need your secondary to block those 3 guys. Nothing wrong. Even put a linebacker back there. Don't blitz. It seems like Kirk Cousins can get out of a blitz, although the Bears sacked him 4 times. Don't blitz. Unless you know it's a running play, please don't blitz. Or you can have a free edge rusher. If you think you can get to Cousins, don't blitz. Next up, Bills, Patriots. Interesting game. Little mystery to this game because the Bills are 8-6, Patriots 9-5. I think Mac Jones I think he was the most NFL-ready quarterback in the draft. You can argue it was Justin Fields. Obviously, we've seen that is not the case, and I don't know if it's ever going to be the case. I'm going to give it to the Patriots. They are at home. Give it to them by 3. I think this is a close game just because the Bills are the Bills. And went to the AFC Championship game last year. I just can't with the Bills. I don't trust them. But I think close game, Patriots are going to win. Next up, Bucks and Panthers. Now, Carolina has lost the last 11 games, starting, I don't know why it says 11 games. They're only 5-9. They started the season 3-0. They are now 5-9. So that's terrible. I don't think they have Sam, what's his name, in anymore. I think they got Minshew back. Because of Minshew's mustache, I'm gonna give the Bucks by 7. So, and I think that's pretty reasonable. But Carolina has lost a lot of games since they started 3-0. Jags 2-12 against the Jets, who are 3-11. That's awful. That's going to be an awful game, but it is the battle of the first round overall pick. So Trevor Lawrence, and the second pick of the draft is Zach Wilson. Now, as far as I can remember, I thought Zach Wilson broke something, and that he was out for the rest of the season. But apparently I don't know much about football, and I've been getting ready for Christmas, so I haven't been watching a whole lot of analytics and stuff like that. But I am going to give it to the Jets, but by 3, because this is just going to be a shitty game, and it's going to be all over the place, and it's going to be interceptions, fumbles. It's going to be a terrible game, but I'm giving the Jets a field goal to win. Next up, Lions at Falcons. Lions are 2-11-1, and Falcons are 6-8. I don't trust the Falcons. The Atlanta has lost. They're 0-5 in games in Atlanta. This game is in Atlanta. The Lions are beating teams they're not supposed to beat. And they tied Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh at the time was not doing too bad, but it's so hard. I mean, I'm going to give it to the Falcons by 3, but I do think the Lions put up a fight. They seem to have been putting up a fight for most of their games. So we'll give it to the Falcons by 3. They get the win at home, hopefully. So I am going to give Matty Ice the opportunity to win this game at home, because I'm pretty sure their fans are just loving that they haven't won at home. Next up, Chargers against the Texans. Chargers 8-6, Texans 3-11. Justin Herbert has 4,058 passing yards and 32 passing touchdowns. He's in the top 3 in the NFL. I think he's tied with someone, but I can't remember who. Probably someone important, but I really like Justin Herbert. I wish the Bears would have gotten him, but he was in the draft class before. And we still had Mitch Trubisky at the time. So I'm definitely going to give it to the Chargers. The Texans suck. I don't care that it's in Texas. Or in Houston. Sorry. Going to give it to the Chargers by 10. I think they get it done, and I think they get it done big by 2 scores. Ravens at Bangos. Another very suspect game. So Ravens 8-6, Bengals 8-6. Baltimore has won the last 6 games versus Cincinnati. This is in Cincinnati. I don't know if Lamar Jackson is back, and honestly, I don't think he should come back. I mean, that Huntley has been amazing. Yeah, rookie mistakes here and there, but damn, that kid can run, he can throw. He's got everything Lamar Jackson has, and Lamar Jackson, obviously, this season is injury-prone. I'd give the start to Huntley. If you do, you have a chance, but I'm going to give it to the Bengals just because they have something to prove, and so I'm going to give it to the Bengals by 3. I think it's an interesting game, and I think that the Bengals just get it done by 3, and I hope they do. I'm a pretty big Burrow fan, especially coming back from injury and stuff. I'm a pretty big Burrow fan, even though the Bears beat them, which, what does that say about Cincinnati? But I am going to give it to Cincy. Now, here's Bears, Seahawks. This is my noon game of the week, and not just because, I'm sorry, it's a 3 p.m. game. These are your 3 p.m. games. You can tell I had a good Christmas. Your 3 p.m. games, so the 4-10 Bears versus the 5-9 Seattle Seahawks in Seattle. Now, Seattle has won 4 out of the last 5 against Chicago. I'm never going to cheer against my Bears. I think our defense is amazing. Hopefully we get some of our secondary back. I have not checked the injury report. I know no Dalton, no Fields. So Nick Foles is going to get the start. I don't think he's practiced with any of the first string guys. I'm sure he did this week, but I don't know if it's enough. He's had his time in the sun. He's had his 5 minutes of fame. But I think Nick Foles is done, washed up. But I think he gets it done this game by 3. I don't think you should laugh at me. I think that's kind of mean. All right, I get it. Still going Bears by 3. Shut up. All right, next up, a 3 o'clock game. Steelers at Chiefs. Steelers are 7-6-1. Chiefs 10-4. This is at Arrowhead. Kansas City is averaging 41 points per game in the last 2 weeks. That is the most in the NFL. No Travis Kelce for the Chiefs. I don't think that matters. It might matter a little, but he's their best player, but I see them getting it done on the ground. Obviously Steelers are the Steelers, Chiefs are the Chiefs. Chiefs have been surging. I'm going to give it to the Chiefs by 7. Broncos Raiders, another suspect game. And that is because the Broncos are 7-7, Raiders 7-7. Now Las Vegas has won 3 straight games against Denver. Poor Teddy Bridgewater is out, got carted off. A good comeback story for that kid, though, when he played for the Vikings. I think it was during practice. He broke his leg and almost had to get it amputated or something like that. I mean, it's good for him for coming back, but unfortunately he is out. Not sure who Denver's backup is because I think they got rid of Joe Flacco. Not sure who their backup is, but someone will tell me. Your 7 p.m. game. The Washington football team versus the Dallas Cowboys. Washington is 6-8, Cowboys 10-4. This is in Dallas, so just don't see the football team getting it done. Dallas is 4-0 versus NFC East teams this season. So I just obviously see the Cowboys getting it done by 7. And I'm being pretty generous these games. Here comes your Monday night game. Your Monday night game is the Dolphins 7-7 versus the 7-7 Saints. So another interesting game. I think it's going to be a pretty shitty game. Now, Miami has won 6 straight games after starting the season 1-7. So that's pretty amazing. However, I am going to give it to the Saints by 3. I'm not a huge fan of that Hill kid, but he can run. He can complete some passes. So I am going to give it to the Saints by 3. I will check these scores by after watching the game, so we'll see what happens and how effective I was at guessing the games. But I am going to give it to the Saints, so we'll see what happens. Now for a little personal note. This is to everybody. Please respect other people's opinions. They are just opinions. They are not facts. Someone can pretend to give you facts all day long. But I see a lot of people not giving each other love to have opinions. If you love your team and they love your team, say you both cheer for the Bears or the Vikings or the Packers or whoever, don't argue. I'm not a Justin Fields fan, but I get told I'm an idiot or that someone's going to pour a bucket of piss on me because I don't like Justin Fields. When has an Ohio State quarterback ever done anything? I'm just not a fan of his. When they traded up to get him, I thought for sure, they're trading up to get Mac Jones. No. Justin Fields has a great arm. He does not have any pocket awareness. He's an RPO quarterback, so I don't understand why he's sitting in the pocket to get killed. But he's not playing this game, but I don't have hate for Justin Fields. Of course I want him to succeed. But no matter what team you're fans of, just respect other people's opinions. That's what they are, opinions. And let's just all get along. I know COVID sucks, but let's just do it. And y'all have a great day. Hope y'all had a great Christmas. And I'm out.